Hey y'all. Ooh, it's been a while, hasn't it, since I've done a live video. So here we are. I am Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home at 40 Farms. And today's video, I'm taking a pause for just a minute on my videos from gardening and planning and all such as that, to and throwing some cooking in there, to pausing and doing this video because I really just felt compelled to do it. It's dealing with ways to survive during this inflation, okay? Y'all, I don't care who you are. I don't care what income you make. I don't care how much you make an hour. I don't care what you bring home. This inflation is affecting everybody, okay? It's infecting low income. It's infecting the affecting the higher incomes. I'll get those in a second. I have spent the past couple of days just trying to jot down ideas and ways that we can overcome this inflation by just using tips and tricks. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is not the first inflation increase that we've had, okay? So every time we have an inflation, everybody freaks out like this is the first time it's happening. No. Y'all, I've been on this earth for 5 decades, and I've seen things come and go. And it's just going to continue, y'all. Other years, we've had inflations, okay? And we dealt with it then. Supply and demand is going to change. Inflation's going to come. Prices are going to fluctuate. This is not the first time this has happened, y'all. And it's not going to be the last. But, y'all, our grandparents went through the Great Depression. Great-grandparents and grandparents, if they can learn how to deal with some things and come up with some ways to beat this and not look at it as doom and gloom and positively prepare themselves, we can too. We can too. Y'all, our older generations are dying out. Bless them. They are dying out. We are not sitting at the feet of our grandparents and great-grandparents anymore and learning these skills to help us in these generations. I was fortunate enough that I got to sit at my great-grandparents' feet and learn some things. Yes, I was young. I also sat at the feet of my grandparents and learned some things. This is where I get my passion for gardening and canning and preserving food. I learned that skill, okay? Making things from scratch. I learned that skill. If I didn't learn it from my grandparents or my mother, I learned it by YouTube, okay? Internet, okay? I told y'all, if there's something I want to do bad enough, I'm going to learn today. I'm going to learn how to do it. Y'all, it's time we started getting uncomfortable, okay? We have gotten so used to modern conveniences. We have gotten spoiled, and we're getting handicapped in times of emergencies. And that's what causes us to freak out. Let me give you an example. We okay, y'all. We freaked out at the beginning of this pandemic. Bread, food, stuff like that, toilet paper was flying off the shelves, y'all, and people were panicking. Y'all, I would go to the grocery store and I would see things, processed packaged foods and convenience foods, going quicker than anything else. You know why? We've gotten used to it. We've gotten used to the conveniences. I could round the corner down a few aisles and go down the baking aisle and see bags of flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, yeast. Y'all see what I'm saying? People flock to convenience foods first. instead of having a skill up here to know, okay, bread is gone, y'all. Oh my gosh, where's the bread? Learn how to bake bread, y'all. Learn how to bake bread. I'm just going to tell y'all, that's one of my tips on my notes. It's in the floor right there. I'm going to have to pick up in a minute. We have gotten, I'll get to that. We're going to have to learn to get uncomfortable, learn some skills, and go back to the old way of doing some things. This is going to keep happening, okay? And as bad as I hate to say this, it may come a time when it's going to get worse. My generation and generations before got to learn these skills before the old timers started passing on and dying out, okay? I don't mean that offensive, okay? I learned things at my mother-in-law's feet. I grew up on a farm learning how to garden, harvest all that produce, canning, freezing. But as I got older, modern conveniences came along. They spoiled me. But then I got older and I'm like, wait a minute. We are spending way too much money. And it's not healthy. So I just started changing my ways, okay? And I'm like, I'm going to learn how to do this and cut corners and save money. Yes, it may take a little longer to make a meal from scratch. But I got some tips, y'all. It's coming later. I got to get my notes up out of the floor. And as I got older, I'm like, y'all, I don't have anybody now to teach me. And then I got to thinking, yes, I do. My mother-in-law, my grandparents taught me first. After they passed, I'm like, who's going to teach me now? Because now I want to learn these things. I want to go back to old ways. And my mother-in-law, she was 80-something years old. Y'all still working in the garden. You couldn't hold her down. And canning. Yes, canning. So I'm like, okay, I want to learn. So I sat at her feet. And I'm like, please teach me the old ways, Obi-Wan. Okay, that's a Star Wars joke. I'm sorry. I was like her little Padawan, okay? And she taught me how to can again and refresh my memory, okay? And I'm like, oh, I can do this. You know, I'm not so scared. Okay, so she refreshed my memory and re-taught me. And y'all, it set me on a journey learning how to do more things. Y'all visit our blogs, okay? We have 2 blogs, but they're the same, just 2 different platforms, okay? One is on WordPress, one is on Blogspot. I will link them below. In the subheading up there is titles to pages that are actually links that will take you to that page, and it'll talk about that subject. For example, homemaking. There's a title up there in that subheading, homemaking, parenting, marriage, goat management, when I used to raise goats. I've kept that on my blog because I still have people frequently asking me questions. Those are actually links that you can click on, and it will take you to that page, and it talks all about that. I have a page on canning and preserving, all the ways that you can preserve food. I don't care if it's dehydrating, smoking. We're getting into smoking, okay? Dehydrating, canning is my thing, and freezing, okay? And things that I have learned to save money and help other people, okay? Check out those. If I don't mention something in this video, please check out those pages. Ways to save money on things. But like I said, y'all, learn from some people. We got to get uncomfortable. We've made ourselves comfortable long enough, okay? And they just keep taking advantage of us, okay? Inflation. We've got to be a little smarter, and we've got to come up some ways to offset this and be more positive. Don't be scared. Not doom and gloom. This video is not about that. This video is thinking positively about just changing our ways and learning how to do some different things, different skills, so we don't handicap ourselves, y'all. let's get into let me cover in some. I've told you now why we need to do this and what this video is about. So now let's get into some ways, which let me pick up my notes up out of the floor. Oh, got them. Okay, I have been writing down some things, y'all, over the past couple of days because, y'all, once something gets into my head, I either got to put it on paper or put it on my blog, or I've got to spit it out my mouth and in a video, okay? These things keep me up at night, y'all. That's how my brain works. I've got to get it from here onto something else and to help people, okay? Like I said, I'm not trying. I'm looking for little Miss G-Mon here. I got to have my glasses, y'all. If it's glaring, I'm sorry. I got to put on my glasses. Oh, that's better. Okay. We got to get uncomfortable. But get prepared, okay? I ain't trying to scare you. We just got to get prepared. We got to get away from conveniences and start learning some skills, y'all. Because in an emergency, we rely on those skills. And when they're not available to us anymore, what happens? You panic. Number two, you haven't learned anything. You don't know what to do. Okay? So we're going to get into some things. I have videos already that I will try to link below. I got to learn how to do that. Do a playlist below. I don't know how to do that yet. But you can, if I don't put it in the description box, if I forget or if I don't know how, go back down on my videos and they're towards the end, and it's meal planning and grocery shopping, pantry cooking, shelf cooking, meal planning. Yeah, go back to those couple of videos. I have a part 1 and a part 2. I already give you some ideas about how to make your groceries last longer, meal plan from those, shop according to those meals, and budget, okay? In the event of a real emergency, don't get caught off guard and not have anything in your pantries. Okay, this is where we mess up. It may be hard to get started, but my number one advice to you would be start getting you a food storage pantry going, okay? Right now, I realize times are hard and people are just living paycheck to paycheck, and you can only buy so many groceries this week, okay? I understand that. Lord Jesus, I understand that. Yes, okay? If at all possible, start taking maybe $20 and putting back in a little envelope or something for a food budget, okay? Food pantry budget, grocery budget, whatever you want to call it, okay? Start stocking up and start making you a food pantry / freezer, okay? Some of these things you can freeze, okay? If I was starting new, this is what I would do. I would take a little bit of money, and in order to spend that money wisely, I would start hitting the sales ads. Thrift grocery stores, I think sometimes they're called Bent and Dent, things like that, where companies will, like the cans may be damaged and the grocery store can't put them out on the shelves, okay? People will go and purchase these and stock them. They're not expired or something. It's just something's damaged, like the can is bent, somebody's dropped it. They can't sell it like that. So Bent and Dent stores, we have one in our hometown, and I love going in there, y'all. Start making a list of things that you need. Let's back up. If I'm starting fresh, start making a list of the things that you know your family eats. Don't go out here buying a bunch of stuff just because it's on sale and your family don't like it and they don't eat it. You're just wasting money. Think about what your family will eat, and it won't be wasted, and you can stock up and save money. Let's see. Beans, okay, rice, You can either do these in dried form if you know how to cook beans in their dried form. Don't go buy the little cans, because now canned vegetables, y'all, are almost $2 a can. Learn how to shop wisely. What form can I get this in to save money? I just gave you an example. Buy a 5-pound bag of pinto beans. You'll get more meals out of that 5-pound bag for less than $2 than you will 1 can of convenient pop open can of pinto beans. 1 meal, $2. Y'all, weigh the difference. See which way you can purchase your food to get the most out of it for the same price or even less. Rice. Buy bags of rice. Learn how to cook rice instead of buying the ones that you just pop in the microwave, or you add a little water to it and put it in the microwave or something like that. Learn. I gotta switch hips just a second, y'all. This is a comfortable chair, but my back ain't comfortable. Learn ways that you can shop to get more for your money, okay? Beans. Now's where I'm gonna throw in learning some skills, y'all. Okay, we freaked out when we saw bread flying off the shelves, okay? Buns, things like that. But I could walk around the corner and I could find all the essentials that I needed to make bread. A 5-pound. Okay, how much is your bread at the grocery store right now? Okay, let's say maybe $2 a loaf. We're just going to use $2 as a common price, y'all. $2 for a loaf of bread. Okay, right now during this inflation. Okay, 5-pound bag of flour, a gallon of milk, and that's just 1 loaf of bread, y'all. Let me back up. $2, 1 loaf of bread. How quick are you going to go through that? Because it's convenient. Just grab and go. 5-pound bag of flour, a little bag of sugar, a gallon of milk, some packages of yeast or a jar of yeast, your oil, butter, baking powder. Those essentials, those staples right there. Hundreds of recipes and things comes to mind that I can make with those essentials right there. It's going to take some time. It's going to make them from scratch. But, y'all, those essentials, I see bread, I see buns, I see rolls, I see pizzas, pizza dough, biscuits, dumplings, pastas. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Pastas. I see desserts galore. Oh my gosh. Desserts. Cakes, cookies, pies, pastries, muffins. Did I say pies? I love pie. Your baked goods. Y'all, those 6 ingredients, staples that you need on hand at all times. How many things did I just list that you could make with those? Versus a loaf of bread, some boxes of noodles, pre-made things already, like desserts and stuff. You go and you see the cookies in the packages that they're trying to sell. Do y'all see what I'm saying? You will get more for your money, more meals, more options, more things to make out of those essentials that may take more time than a few items spending right now for convenience foods at the grocery store. Do y'all see where I'm going? Pancakes, muffins. Oh, see, I just thought of some more. Pancakes, muffins. Y'all, come on. Learn some skills. Learn to cook some things from scratch. I went to the grocery store one night and I was looking for some, I was looking for a packaged food, y'all. Fajita mix. because the meat prices right now, y'all, we're fixing to cover that, is sky high. And I was going to get a flank steak, and I was going to, section it out, cut it up, make my own steak fajitas and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, almost $30 for a pound and a half. I did put that baby back, and I was trying to find a package of pre-made fajita mix. Some things, y'all, weigh your differences, okay? Some things, do your math. Can I get more out of this for this price, this convenience, versus this? Or can I get more? That's a perfect example. The staples, you will get hundreds of things and recipes out of those. Your meats right now, not so much, okay? Like I said, I found a pre-packaged fajita mix for a whole lot less than I was fixing to buy that $30 pound and a half flank steak, okay? I couldn't do that, because that $30 I put towards other things like staples and stuff to make more meals instead of spending $30 on one item. Weigh your options. Is going this route going to save me more money? Can I get more meals out of this? Can I get more options and uses out of this versus buying this? Okay? Or, I'm going to get more out of this than I am this. So we are going to go this route, convenience. I'm not saying you can't buy convenience anything. Some things are going to be better, okay? Don't let meats be your sole source of your meal. Especially right now, the way the prices are. Get a little bit of meat, fill in with something else, protein, beans, rice, vegetables, okay? Just put in some fillers in there, okay? Your breads, your rolls at dinner time, salads, okay? See what you can, weigh your options, weigh the price differences, okay? Know what you need to put in your pantry. That is staples that I think everybody needs. Flour, sugar, salt, oils, butters, dairy, cheeses, eggs, milk. Let me give you an idea about milk, okay? Yes, you're going to need milk right now to cook some things with. But a way to stretch your dollars a little more, y'all, get uncomfortable and maybe try some powdered milk, okay? Try that. Make your milk stretch a little more and put, mix up some powdered milk and put in with your gallon of milk from the refrigerator at the grocery store. Just kind of start mixing it in there and stretching your gallon of milk a little further. Maybe save the powdered sugar after you mix it up, powdered milk after you mix it up, to use in your cooking and baking. Save your gallon refrigerator milk, cold milk, for drinking, okay? Some people can taste the difference and they're like, this tastes nasty, okay? Powdered milk doesn't taste like the other, okay? Cut corners somewhere. Use one for this purpose and then drink this one. Get smart, y'all. Figure out where you can make changes. Yeah, I would say don't be brand popular. You may have to cut corners and switch brands for a little bit. This is not just with food. Incorporate this into hygiene items, cleaning products. Cut corners a little bit and try a lower priced brand just for a little while to get us through this time. You do this on hygiene items and cleaning items and stuff, and you can put that money towards your grocery budget. Okay, try a generic brand of macaroni and cheese or bread or something like that. Try the generic brands. And then you're going to have picky people like my husband that can taste the difference. I've tried to trick that man so many times and it just does not work. He can taste the difference. I don't know how he does it, but he can taste it, y'all. Let's see. Try try to maybe cook more breakfasts instead of buying Pop-Tarts, cereal. Yes, these are convenient. They're shelf stable, but so is a bag of flour that makes pancakes, biscuits, waffles, muffins. See where I'm going with this? Okay, eggs, y'all. And let me tell you something that they're trying to do right now. When it is time for you to go shopping, shop smart. Okay? If you have a newspaper that puts their sales papers ads in it, get all your ads out. Compare prices. Okay? If you want to go buy a box of cereal that's 99 cents on sale right now, stock up. Okay? Stock up. I'm not saying don't ever go buy convenience foods again. Shop wisely. Okay? Compare, like I said, compare what you can do. Okay? I know you can't sit here and go make your own cereal. Okay? Unless it's oatmeal. Okay? Or granola bars. Okay? If you like cereal, by all means, go buy you a box of cereal. Okay? But do your shopping wisely. Okay? Maybe try a generic brand of that cereal. Shop your sales. But be careful of the sales right now, because I've learned, they did this in 2020 when the pandemic hit, and now they're doing it again. I know how much I spend for eggs. I buy the big 60 count of eggs, okay? I know how much they usually are. I know how much I usually pay for them. Every time we have something like this, they will mark up the price and then act like they put it on sale. And I'm like, I was already paying $5.32 a year ago when we weren't in a mess, and now you want to say they're on sale for $5.20-something. Don't go there. I called it, and I'm like, this is what they will do sometimes in crisis like this. They will mark it up, then put another price on it and act like, oh, that's a big sale, let's go get it. Y'all, I know how much I paid for that stuff, and we weren't even in a pandemic, and we weren't in inflation. So you ain't fooling me, okay? Know what you used to pay for things to see if it's really a sale or not. Catch it, y'all. But if you do see a good sale, take your tabloids, compare what stores have what at these prices. If another store will honor someone else's sale ad, go for it. You only have to make one shopping trip, one place to shop. Walmart used to do this years ago, and they stopped doing it. They used to ad match. Some Walmarts may still do it. Here lately, ours in this region, they quit doing it, okay? They quit ad matching. Some grocery stores will do it. You can take an ad in there from another store, and they will match that ad and give it to you for that sale price for the exact same item and quantity and everything. Okay? Try that. Compare all your ads, all your prices of Dollar General, Costco, Sam's, Walmart, your local little hometown grocery store like Save-A-Lot, Food Giant, Rouse's, some others. I'm from the South. I don't know other stores, chains, and stuff like that. Piggly Wiggly, okay? Take your different sales ads, compare your prices, or if you have apps on your phone, compare prices, okay? Y'all, so many ideas are coming to my head. I got to spit them out before I forget them. Write down what your family will eat. Do your shopping from your sales. But like I said, know what's a sale, and if they're just tricking you, if they've marked it up and then put it to this price, now just like the egg trick, okay? Don't fall for it. Know what you used to pay for it to see if it's a sale or not. Shop your sales, okay? Stock up right now. Maybe buy 2 of it, okay? If you can, buy 1 for now, 1 for later. Stock up. It's in a benefit if you have apps that lets you shop and you earn points or rewards or things like that. by all means, do that. You'll earn money back on some different things, okay? Fetch rewards. This video is also not sponsored. I got to spit this out or they won't upload this video. Nothing I mention in this video is sponsored, okay? This is just things I'm just telling to help, okay? Nothing is sponsored. Some apps, that Ibotta, things like that, that people use to get rewards back to put towards something else. Use those. We have a Kroger card and a Sam's card. If you can afford it, buy something in bulk when it is on sale and stock up, okay? We love our Kroger card because there is sales that cardholder members can get that regular customers can't get because they don't have the membership. Sam's is the same way, okay? Some of those places you can't even get into without a Sam's card. You got to be a visitor to go with someone else. Use rewards programs, use member cards, put that money towards other things. Kroger will put some money towards gas. Oh Lord, don't get me started on gas right now. Start finding ways that you can use something that gives you a reward for something else. Okay, Kroger card, things like that. Okay, when it comes to buy your staples so you can learn some new skills, okay, to save some money. Non-perishable items, stock up on those because they won't. They have longer shelf life. Okay, now let's get into items like dairy, okay? You can freeze milk. Buy maybe some gallons of milk that's on sale and get 2 or 3 gallons. Put something, one to drink now, one to put in your freezer. Y'all know that little bubble that's on the side of that little indentation that's on a milk jug of milk? That is for expansion purposes, okay? You know how when you freeze something, a liquid, it expands, okay? That's the reason why that little indentation is on that milk jug, is to allow for expansion when you freeze a liquid. There you go, if you didn't know that. Let's see. Milk freezes well. All you got to do is when you thaw it out, you put it in your refrigerator and you get ready to use it, shake it up. Get the cream going back in there, okay? Shake it up. Milk freezes well. Cheese freezes well. You can either buy the block and shred it, 1 cup portions, put it in a Ziploc bag, freeze it. Because a lot of recipes call for 1 cup, okay? A lot of recipes. And then if you want to buy the pre-shredded, buy the big bag, okay? Section it out into 1 cup portions. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Put it in the freezer. You got stuff on hand just like that. Eggs. You can freeze eggs. I did not know that. I should have. You can freeze eggs. You can take eggs, crack them open, drop 1 egg in each cell of an ice cube tray or a muffin tin. Or you can put them out on a cookie sheet. Don't scramble them or anything. Just pop them open, drop them on a cookie sheet, flash freeze them, then cut them apart and put them in Ziploc bags. Take your ice cube tray with your eggs in it, pop them like you do ice cubes, take them out, put them in Ziploc bags, take out only the eggs that you need at a time, and cook them. Y'all, you can do it. I've seen videos on it. It is neat. You can take eggs, scramble them, and section them out, and do them scrambled. What else freezes well? Milk, cheese, eggs, butter. Buy packages of butter when it's on sale. They freeze. Cream cheese freezes excellent. But now when you get ready, some things when they freeze, the consistency is going to change. Cream cheese is one of those. If you want fresh cream cheese to spread on bagels, you might better get it use it when it's fresh. After cream cheese is frozen, it changes consistency a little. Use it in baking and cooking. Butter. I'm trying to think of things that's in our freezer that we freeze all the time and have on hand to be able to cook some meals with, okay, and save money. Blah, 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 blah. I like to do batch cooking. I love to take a day and I'll post videos later. They're coming. I love to do batch freezer cooking. I will spend one whole day and make breakfast items like breakfast burritos, muffins, pancakes and waffles for the grandkids, things like that, to where you can just pull them out, put them in the microwave, and have an instant breakfast. Things like that saves me money instead of going and buying the box of sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits or the burritos, y'all. I could make an entire freezer full with just having those staples on hand to make them with. What else freezes well? Jesus, breads freeze. Y'all go to the bakery section at Walmart or your grocery store. Find Walmart is always having these French loaves of bread, like for 75 cents to $1 for a long loaf of French bread. Get that sucker. Get 10 of them if you can. Put them in your freezer. Y'all, bread freezes well, okay? You can use that for anything. You can use it for French toast. You can use it to slice up for meals when you need it right then, and toast it with spaghetti, with your meals. Rolls freeze as well. I will take some time and I will make up a bunch of rolls or biscuits, and I will flash freeze them on a cookie sheet and then turn around and put them in a Ziploc bag and just take out one or two at a time just for a breakfast that morning. I will freeze canned biscuits, y'all. We do like flaky layer Pillsbury biscuits, okay? We love them. My husband and my children love them. They like those more than they do my homemade biscuits. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Okay, anyway, when canned biscuits do go on sale, I will go and purchase those canned biscuits, and I will open them up, put them on a cookie sheet, freeze them, flash freeze them, and then put them in a Ziploc bag and only take out what we need. Bam, there you go. Okay? What else freezes well? Of course, if you have a garden, learn how to preserve your food. Freeze and can. I got videos coming up, y'all. Just be patient with me. Meats. Let's get to meats, y'all. Right now, they're sky high. If you can get so lucky to find a sale on meats, Kroger does this a lot. They will run sales on their meats, and we will go and buy so many pounds at a time. We will bring it home, repackage it into portion-sized meals just for me and him, and we will repackage it and put it in the freezer. Come on, y'all. Smart shop. Shop smart. There you go. Shop smart. Shop the sales. Stock up. Repackage. Learn what you can cook from scratch to save money over a convenience food. What else? Let me go to my notes here. Try to do this once a week or once a month. Save up your grocery budget, and then turn around and make a big trip and go buy some things. Utilize your freezer. Utilize your pantry space. Start stocking up. Some things, if you have the money for, go and buy in bulk, like I said, and repackage it. Bring it back. Portion it out into meals. Know how much your family is going to eat at a given time. Please, for the love of God, don't waste food. Oh my gosh, that is a pet peeve of mine. Please do not waste food. It's your hard-earned money and your precious time and labor that you spent cooking that meal. Please don't throw it in the trash just because you get tired of leftovers. Let me give y'all some little tips to do with leftovers. Okay, Cook your meal. If you've overcooked something and you've already had a night of leftovers and everybody's whining, we had this for the past 2 nights in a row. We're tired of leftovers. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Here's what we're going to do. I got to switch sides again, y'all. Ow. Ow. Okay. This is what you can do. Freeze it. If you accidentally made too much lasagna, if you accidentally made too much spaghetti, I always do. I can't ever measure it. I make too much at one time. And we've done had a night of leftover, and this, you got two options. Take what's left, condense it into a smaller airtight container, cover it up real good, freeze it. You got a meal for later. Pull that baby back out one morning, set it out, let it thaw out, come home after a day's work, you got supper again. And they'll be like, oh, spaghetti. Yeah, we just had that a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to have it again, but you don't know, okay? See, sneak it in there. What they don't know won't hurt them. Just take you another jar of spaghetti sauce, pour in there and freshen it up a little bit. Add a little more garlic. Throw some bread and a side salad with it. Don't throw that food out, y'all. Let's see. Here's something you can do. You've made too much spaghetti, okay? See what else you can do with it to jazz it up a little bit and do it a little different. Take spaghetti, for example. Turn it into a spaghetti bake, okay? Pour you some sauce in it. Then stir it up. Pack it down a little bit. Spread some cheese on top, okay? Put it in the oven, bake it, bam. You've gotten creative with a leftover meal that would have possibly gone to waste. You turned it into something else, and you created a whole new meal. Think of what you can do. Let's say if you've got some leftover ground beef, you've got some leftover chicken. What can I do with this? Let's say you've grilled chicken breast and you put some vegetables with it. All right? You got leftovers. If nobody wants that same meal the next night, I got leftover chicken. I'm going to cube this up. Recipes, y'all, are coming to my mind just like this. Salad. Chicken Caesar salads. There you go. You're welcome. Alfredo. Chicken and broccoli Alfredo. Strip it up. Make fajitas. Y'all, leftover chicken. Do something with it. Don't throw it out. Your leftover vegetables. Repurpose them somehow. Put them in a casserole. Put them in a soup. See? Y'all, get creative. Don't throw your food out. Let's see what else we need to cover. Okay. Let's see. Get you a pantry going. Okay? Put back a budget. Shop your sales. Stock your pantries. I've told you things that can freeze well to save money. Bigger packages of stuff. Resize it. Repackage it. Freeze it. Ways to save on gas. Y'all, come on, make one trip to the store. 5 trips to the grocery store in 1 week will cost you more in gas if you just sit down, plan out a meal for the week, do your grocery shopping for those meals in 1 trip for that week. Y'all quit running around to 15 different places at one time. Get your stuff while you're in town and get home, okay? You're welcome. Let's see. Stock your pantries with your staples so you can maybe offset some cost if you make it homemade. Like I said, pastas. But y'all, I make a lot of things with just those staples. I named them all at the very beginning. I make a lot of those things. Yes, it's labor intensive, but I'm saving money sometimes. And, okay, let's say, for example, Kroger has a sale right now, usually, on their brand of spaghetti sauce and noodles. Okay, here's a cheap meal, y'all. A jar of spaghetti sauce, a package of noodles, 1 pound of ground beef. Depending on how much ground beef costs, okay? $5, 1 meal. Y'all, we go out to eat. Stop going out to eat right now. I know that's convenient and I know that's enjoyable. But like I said, y'all, we're fixing to have to make ourselves uncomfortable to survive these times. Right now, see where you can cut back on things. Stop going out to eat. Start making more homemade meals. I realize you work and you have a job and 8 hours a day, sometimes 12, and you come home and you may not want a home cook. Y'all, there's ways to get around that. Start watching meals on crock pot cooking. You can throw stuff in your crock pot in the morning time, let it cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. By the time somebody gets home, the first one home can get the meal going and get it on the table. Okay? Instant pots. Find ways to cut corners, okay, to save some time and some money. Going out to eat, you're spending more money on this many people just for one meal than you would if you cooked a meal and you probably got leftovers and you've probably still got more of that in your pantry. Y'all, come on, cut corners. Save your gas, make one trip. Maybe if have somebody stop somewhere and get what you need while they're in town, while they're already in town on their way home from work, okay? To where that way, only take one vehicle, save money on gas, okay? What is some more ways to cut money? Get out of your comfort zone about being brand loyal, okay? I wish that my husband could do this, but y'all, he can taste the difference. Maybe switch brands on something else to save you some money. All right, we covered that. What else? Do your inventory. Keep an inventory. Know what you've bought at this trip to where the next time you won't buy those same items again and spend that grocery budget on items that you've already got stocked up on. Take an inventory, write down what you need next, okay? Don't buy, you see what I'm saying? Fill in the gaps with staples, like your beans, pastas, rice, okay? Fill in the gaps. Y'all, we got to get uncomfortable. We got to start getting uncomfortable to survive these times. We've become handicapped. Learn to do some things. Let's see. Get out of your comfort zone. Start watching some videos if you want to know how to do something, how to cut corners. Let's see. Where did I get to? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I gave y'all examples of things that so many meals I can make just of those staples. Powdered milk, meat prices, Great Depression cooking. Y'all, our grandparents did it. Our great grandparents, we got this. We can do this, y'all. Don't waste food. Cut corners on some other products. Toilet paper, shampoo, toothpaste, hygiene products, cleaning products. I'm done. I covered all those notes, y'all. I'll pick that up in a minute. We got to learn how to manage. We've made ourselves comfortable. Now we got to learn how to shift things around to our advantage and show them, we can do this, y'all. Find ways that you can cut corners. Find ways that you can save money. Find ways that gives you the most meals out of something that you've spent your hard-earned money on. Okay, let's cover some other things. Y'all, start doing inventory on other things, not just groceries and hygiene items. Y'all, check your cell phone plans. Check your cell phone plans, okay? See if there's a better package for you and your family. Even if you have to switch companies, y'all, do it. Save money, okay? Check your cell phone. Check your satellite and your cable company prices. They love to get you, y'all. How many channels can you watch at one time anyway? Maybe lower your package and get the channels that only you watch. Make a deal with them, y'all. Make them see things your way and say, you're going to give me something, or I'm just going to switch companies. Okay? Y'all, we've done that. I'm not going to name any names of internet companies. Check your internet providers. Is there another company you can go with that offers the same package or a less package? I gotta hurry because my husband's fixing to get off work, and I can't have people watching me and listening to me while I'm no. Let's see. Check other conveniences, cell phones, satellite companies, cable companies, internet providers. Y'all, make them work for you for a change. They are the business. They can't survive without your business. Make them work for you and find something that works for you. Check your mortgage rates right now, interest rates. Check your insurance policies. Is there a better insurance policy for me? Is there a better company for me? Y'all, make yourself uncomfortable. Start researching every bill that comes into your home and say, how can I cut down on this? Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people have completely cut off landline phones because everybody's using their cell phones. They don't even need it no more. A lot of people have cut off their internet services on their on things and started using their phones to where they're not having two internet services. You see what I'm saying? Packages. Satellite and cable, a lot of people are having them suckers cut off and go into the little devices that you can plug into the back of your TV and live stream from your phone or a tablet. Oh yes, Jesus, you can. Check into that. Sit down with your bills. Figure out, where can I cut corners in this? Can I go with a different company? Can I lower my package? Can I go with this? Y'all, come on. Make these businesses work for you. Okay? They can't thrive without your business. Make them work for you. What is something else that we can cover right quick? Gas. Stop running around to 50 different places all in one time. Get your crap, what you got to have, one time in town, and go where you need to go, then get home. You're welcome. Okay? Husbands, if there's any way possible, grab something that maybe your wife needs when you get off work and in town, if you get off work before things close, to keep her from having to crank up her vehicle, load up the kids, or take off work early, or something like that. Another vehicle, putting gas in it. Y'all, come on, think smart. We can do this. Think smart. Use your resources wisely. Recycle things. If there's something that you can recycle, do it. Y'all, I wash out Ziploc bags and I reuse them. Except for like things that's had meat in it. Now, I don't do that. I don't want to cross-contaminate anything. But like my vacuum seal bags, some of my Ziploc bags that's just had shredded cheese in it, and I've used it, y'all, I will wash out that bag and dry it and use it again. Recycle things, y'all. What else? I know right now we're in the heat of the summer, and now they're talking about cutting down on your energy costs, cutting down on your air conditioning. Y'all, I know everybody's first thought is, well, how are we going to cut down our air conditioner? We're going to burn slap up. I know this, y'all, but there is ways that we can help conserve energy. Believe it or not, like there's things that you can unplug in your house if you're not using them, like a toaster, a microwave, stuff like that. Even though something's not being used at that moment, it's plugged into that outlet, it's still pulling some kind of wattage out and some kind of power out. Microwaves, toasters, Instant Pots, air fryers, don't leave them plugged in, okay? Unplug things and only plug it in when you need to use it, okay? Hey y'all, I'm so sorry about what happened at the end of that video. I'm going to finish it up right now. I'll tell y'all what happened. It's the next day, okay? But I'll tell y'all what happened at the end of that video. I was worried that my husband was fixing to get off work anytime, but then I saw what time it was, and I'm like, I heard a noise outside on the porch, and I'm like, that's not my husband. Let me go see what that noise is. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, we are on a work trip, okay? Yes, my husband has to work. He is the provider for our household, and you'll notice I'm in a different kitchen. We are on a work trip. This is how we're paying for our renovation. No bank loans, no nothing like that. We are saving up money, putting back money. We're paying for our renovation as we go. We're playing it smart, okay? So, we're on a work trip, and we are in the bayou, and we are out here with the snakes and the alligators. Oh, honey, yes. But not only are we in a place where there's snakes and alligators, we have a flock where we're staying. We're in a cottage, and we have a flock of peacocks. They raise peacocks here, and they roam the grounds all day long. So at the end of this video, I'm going to introduce y'all to some of our flock, okay? And I'm going to excerpt another clip at the end of this video. I finally got my husband on video, y'all. He thought at first I was just taking pictures, but I got a clip of him. I just stood on the little porch and just kind of videoed him a little bit, but he caught me. So he found out what I was doing. He thought I was just taking pictures till he heard me talking to y'all. But anyway, there was one of the peacocks on the porch yesterday, and it scared me, because I'm like, oh, what is that noise? And usually they alarm me, you know, you can hear them. But this time I didn't hear them, and I just heard something pecking on the porch, and I thought somebody's at my door, okay? So it did kind of alarm me. But we have a flock of peacocks out here, and they are so beautiful. And there's an albino peacock out here. She is gorgeous. And yeah, I give them a few little treats every once in a while. I got some bird seed in here. I found out what they fed them and stuff, so I got them some bird seed, and every once in a while I'll give them a few little treats out here. But I have one that has just become my buddy. He's my bodyguard. One day I had the door open to let in some cool air before it got muggy out here, and he came up on the porch, and he was just kind of looking in the door like, what are you doing? I mean, he was just the sweetest thing. And they are alerters. They will set off an alarm when people drive through here. They make noises. One's fixing to come up on the porch now. It's the albino one. She's beautiful. They will sound off an alarm when people drive through here. When something's going on, they have weddings here. They have parties. They've hosted some funerals. Before we got here, they had a funeral for a Marine Corps veteran. And they said you literally could not get into this place because there was so many people. There was family, there was friends, there was service members that he served with. There was Marines that came, and it was packed here. She said, I'm glad y'all were gone that weekend because you couldn't have got in. They were parking all the way out to the interstate, to the highway. And it was packed in here. So they do a lot of things here. But it kind of alarmed me. But anyway, we're on a work trip. This is how we're paying for our renovation. He's still the provider of our household. Our handyman is still at our house every day, taking care of things, doing things, working. You know, so somebody's still at our house all the time. So we ain't got nothing to worry about. But he is doing our trim work. Our crown molding, our baseboards, the door facings, the trim around the door, the trim around our entryways. He is doing all of our trim. He wanted to try a new technique. And at the end of this video, I'm going to put a clip in here and let you see what he's doing. But he's doing a technique, antiquing, and then he's going to stain it. We wanted natural colors, and he's staining it. So he's responsible for that. So we're going home next week, and we're going to take this trim home with us. He brought a lot of his tools out here to work with and do things with. When he gets off work, he wants to get some trim done. We're going to take it back home with us. But let's finish the rest of that video. So, and then I'm going to put in a clip of our buddies walking around here. Let's see, where did we get to? Let me check my supper, y'all, because I am also cooking supper. And not long after that video ended, he got off work. So it kind of was perfect timing anyway. But tonight I'm learning how to make some jambalaya and some boudin and some hot Cajun sausage links. Oh yeah, so I'm making some different stuff tonight in my air fryer. I'm sorry I'm not doing a video of it because I want to make sure it turns out right, okay? So far looking good. I got the sausage links done. Fixed to put the boudin links in here. I'm doing up the jambalaya rice. Anyway, where did we get to? I'm at a stopping point because my rice is, you got to let it simmer for a little while. Anyway, conserving energy. Our son works for our local power company, okay? He is a lineman. Lord, does this mama pray whenever there's storms. This week he's on call, okay? And the other night, there was a storm that went through back home. He had just got home and sat down, got out of his work clothes, changed clothes, sit down on the couch. Brrr. They called him right back in. Storm coming through. So he had to throw on his clothes and go back to work to service our community. Okay, he had to climb a few poles during a thunderstorm. Y'all, that makes me as nervous as I don't know what. Anyway, I can understand, and y'all, they're not asking for people to don't run your air conditioner and burn up in your house, or don't run your cold during the winter time, and freeze in your house. This is not just during inflation. This is not just during times like this, when heat indexes or freezing winters, stuff like that. Y'all, think about it also is saving on your own bills. Find different ways to conserve energy and cut back on your costs. For example, during this heat index, okay? Don't heat up your house so much by using your oven, because that's going to make your air conditioner kick on more to cool down your house, because your oven is at what? 325 to 400 degrees. You're heating up your kitchen. Your air conditioner is going to come on a little more. Okay, you're going to get hot in your kitchen. You're going to have to cut the fans on. I do. I get hot in my kitchen. I got to cut my ceiling fan on in the kitchen. Okay, so summertime, I use my crock pot, my Instant Pot, and my air fryer more. And I try not to use my oven unless there's just something that I have that's big that I can't do in the microwave or the air fryer, something like that, to heat up my house, okay? Now, I have actually saved some things to can during the winter instead of canning it in the heat of the summer to keep from heating up my house, okay? Because it's hot, y'all. It's hotter than hoochie coochie out here. You go outside and it's just takes your breath away and your clothes just start sticking to you. I can't stand it. That's the reason why I'm in cool clothes today. He's off today. It's Saturday. It's Father's Day weekend. I'm spoiling him all weekend. He just wanted to get out there and work, but we did it when it's getting cooler outside. So find ways during the winter time. That's the time to use your oven. Do a lot of cooking and baking to warm up your kitchen, so you're not having to use your heat and your gas to heat your... Y'all, some of these things are common sense, okay? Some of them are just common sense. He's outside working, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. Some of these things are just common sense, y'all, to find ways to just cut your bills down, okay? I mentioned gardening. Y'all, if you can, you may not be in an area... I think he needs me. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. He was getting hot. He's already wringing wet with sweat. I had to get him some water, a bottle of water. He's trying to do as many boards as he can today because tomorrow he's going to stain them for us. Okay, now let's get back to what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm trying to give y'all a little update too included in this video. Oh, y'all, my hair. I'm trying to give y'all a little kitchen update too in this video. Where do we get to? Gardening, okay? I know you may not be able to have a spot, and you may not have a spot where you can till up the ground and have a big old garden. You may not have the tractor. You may not have the tiller. You may not have the equipment. Y'all, on our blog, on our gardening page, I have so many different ways that you can grow your own food, okay? Containers, 5-gallon buckets. You can grow tomato plants. You can grow squash, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, tomatoes. You can grow potatoes. You can grow them in 5-gallon buckets, y'all. Container gardening. Raised beds. You can make a raised beds out of cement blocks, railroad ties. Let's see, what else? I know some people, y'all, that have been so clever as, like around your house, you have flower beds. All right. I've known some people to even use their flower beds, y'all. Ingenuity at its best. Corn stalks up in the back of the flower bed, a tomato plant in front of that. But like the Indians used to garden, they would put the green bean or pea seeds or green bean seeds around the stalk of the corn. And as the corn grows and the pea vine grows, the vine wraps around up the corn stalk. You've got peas and green beans growing on your corn stalk that's producing corn. And then around that, they would plant some plants like some squash plants and pumpkin, something else around that. Y'all, the Indians had things figured out before we even touched any of this, before the Great Depression. The pioneers came up with some ways, y'all, to conserve and to make do with what they had. The Indians did it. The pioneers did it. I hear Petey out there. We've named him Petey. They knew what they were doing, y'all. You want to talk about people that had to learn how to survive? Yeah. Okay. So use your flower beds, y'all. Potted plants. You can put things in. Grow something that you can take in and take inside your kitchen and cook it. Okay, save on your grocery bill. Support your local farmers markets. Buy vegetables from there if you can. Support them. If you know somebody that's got a cow, y'all, come on, go in half with somebody. Butcher you a cow, a pig. Okay. What else? There's a whole lot of ways, y'all, to conserve and to use. Barter with people, y'all. They did it back in the old days. Barter with people. Find somebody that's got something that you can trade with them with something, okay? People do this with services. Like electrical people will help somebody who does plumbing, and plumbing will help somebody that does electrical. Swap services, y'all. Save money. Find people that you can support and help them out a little bit too. This is a reason why my husband is doing a lot of the trim. We're kind of cutting out some middle people, and he wanted to do it himself. We finally got countertops in the house. And my new sink and my faucets put in. So I can't wait to show you that. I might put in, if I can figure out how to insert some pictures in here, I might do that. I don't know how to do that yet. Let's see, what else is some ways? Y'all, find ways to cut back on your expenses. Use your ingenuity. We got to be smarter. We got to do this. We've got to show them that we don't necessarily have to rely on them, okay? Y'all, if times get harder, y'all think we're the older generation. Who's going to teach the generations after us? Okay? When we're gone, how is our younger generation going to know how to take care of themselves and supply for themselves? Are we going to leave our children hanging? Teach your kids, teach your grandkids some skills, y'all. We're not always going to be here. We need to pass down these skills that we know to younger generations. I don't want my granddaughters growing up not knowing how to do anything because they've had their phones stuck in their faces all their life and they don't know how to do anything. This is the reason why I'm teaching them early, okay? Get them out there. Teach them some life skills. Teach them how to do things to sustain themselves. Y'all, we can't leave our generations hanging. We are the older generation. I've had to come to terms with that, y'all. We are the older generation now. We've got to start teaching and passing down some things. Y'all, I grew up in a house that I know how to survive. I've been in tough times. The kids these days will not know what to do if we do not teach them. I lived in a house one time when I was little it was a little shack. It had no indoor plumbing. I know all about an outhouse. I know all about during the wintertime. Nobody wants to get up with you to go to the outhouse with you because it's freezing cold. That's literally when you have a pot to pee in, y'all. That's literally, I'm reaching the older ones of y'all now. Hello, I got your attention, okay? Y'all come on out, drop us some comments because y'all can give us a whole lot of information, okay? Tell us some things y'all did growing up, okay? And hard times y'all have faced and what you did to get through it, okay? I love learning from the older generation, y'all. I sat at my grandparents' feet all my life and I learned. And, y'all, this house didn't have any, we had one heater, okay? And it was supposed to have heated the whole house. We slept under so many quilts that I literally could not move. I'm stuck, I can't turn over, okay? We were under so many quilts trying to stay warm. He's doing good. I'm trying to keep an eye on him because, y'all, it's sticky hot out there, so I want to make sure he has plenty of water. But I also got to watch out for supper, too. Oh, there's the links. Okay, I can do this. I can talk and use one hand, I think. Yeah, we were stuck up under the covers because, oh yeah, we were up under so many quilts to stay warm. Okay, wasn't nobody getting cold on my mama's watch. Y'all, excuse me, I gotta do this one-handed. I gotta put the boudin in here now. Nobody got cold on my mama's watch. We had Afghans. They were homemade. Our quilts were homemade by our loved ones, y'all. Let's see, what else did we do? My mama, we were struggling, y'all. My mama was struggling, trying to raise 3 girls. And I'm doing my temperature on my 300. We're going to do 10 minutes on that side. Okay, then we're going to flip them over. Okay, my mama would make each one of us homemade hot chocolate in the mornings during the wintertime, 1 piece of toast, cinnamon and sugar, and butter, if we were lucky enough to afford to buy cinnamon, okay? Sometimes it was just buttered toast. Sometimes we might get a little special treat. She'd sprinkle sugar on top with some cinnamon. 1 piece of toast, 1 cup of hot chocolate. Then we had to go outside in the freezing cold and meet the school bus, okay? But we got something in our bellies. We were warm. There you go, okay? I have faced hard times, okay? Outhouse, I know all about it. I know all about working in the garden in the heat of the summer with my grandparents to put food on the table. That was my grandparents' source of groceries. We had a farm. My grandmother had a cow that only she could milk. Nobody else could touch that cow. I'm not kidding. That cow was picky. She knew who it was that was touching her udder, her teats. She knew who it was, and she would kick if it was anybody else besides my grandmother. Let's see. We had some goats for milk too. My grandmother was the chickie queen. She could hatch chicks, y'all. I don't know if I've talked about this in another video, but she could hatch chicks, y'all. She made her own incubator and a success rate 9 out of 10. I wish I could figure out how she did it. We raised chickens for meat. Y'all, I remember if y'all are vegetarians and if y'all are sensitive right now, close your ears. Close your ears. I'm giving you time. Close your ears. You got them closed? Okay. We raised chickens, and when my grandma, y'all, you want to talk about fresh chicken? Fresh chicken. We were sitting down to eat. That chicken was literally just walking out in the yard about an hour or 2 before it was on the table, and we were licking our chops. Okay? We were licking our chops. Okay? Y'all, this is where your food comes from. We need to start teaching our kids this too, where their food comes from. Okay? We had an uncle that lived next door. He hunted to help supply other meat. Okay? Yeah. My grandmother would tell my papa, go get us a chicken. He literally went and got her a chicken and brought it back. I remember sitting there and plucking and taking that baby in there and cutting it up and frying it up, and it was on the dinner table. I ain't kidding, y'all. Y'all, let's get back to some old ways. Teach your kids some skills. Teach your kids where their food comes from. Teach them not to waste food. okay? Our kids need to learn how to survive in case times get hard after we are gone. Like I said, we are the older generation, y'all. Come on, we got to teach our kids. We got to do better than this, okay? Y'all, I'm about talked out. I don't know. I don't have any other ideas in this brain of mine. Let me check my rice real quick. I don't have any other ideas in this brain of mine. If y'all have some stories to tell, have some comments on some ways to conserve. Look at my hair, y'all. My hair's natural curly, and I try to dry it. I go outside in this heat, and it's like, there it goes. Can't do nothing about it. What was I saying? See, I get scatterbrained sometimes, y'all. Squirrel moment. Anyway, find ways to conserve. Oh, yeah. Drop some comments. See, I knew I'd remember it. Drop some comments. Some of you older ones, I would love to hear your stories, okay? I love hearing stories of the old ways of doing things and the old timers. Y'all, I love it. Now would be a good time, y'all. If you don't want to heat up your kitchen, go outside, grill some stuff outside around the fire pit, okay? Turn it into a fun backyard camping adventure for your kids, okay? It's fun, y'all. We don't have to suffer. We can still have fun. Y'all, even when, you know how like the old saying goes, we were poor, but we didn't know we were poor? Have you heard that? Y'all, I faced some hard times when I was growing up, but I didn't know it. If our kids come across some hard times and we're not here, y'all, they're going to be dangling. They're going to be wondering, what the heck do? We don't know what to do, okay? Don't handicap our kids, okay? We got to teach them. We can teach them some skills to help them, okay? I don't want to handicap my grandchildren, all right? So I want to teach them. Growing up, we didn't know we didn't have a lot of things, okay? We didn't miss them. I had fun on the farm, okay? I had fun with my grandparents, and I didn't know any different. But now kids know different, and they know the conveniences, and some of these kids don't know a lot. Y'all, there's kids out there that do not know where their food comes from. And when you try to tell them, they're like, yeah. Y'all, you got to, okay? If you get a chance to raise chickens, they're one of the easiest things to raise. You get eggs and meat from them, y'all. That was just another thought that just came to my head. Y'all, come on, we got to do better than this. We got to teach our kids, okay? And we need to get out of our comfort zone and try to do some things, okay? We're trying to cut some cost on our kitchen renovation, doing some things ourselves, and so that way we don't have to pay so much in labor. We don't have a bank loan. We wanted to pay for this out of our pocket, so that's what we're doing. My husband is busting his tail putting money back so we can have a little treat. It's okay to treat yourselves every once in a while. There is no problem with that, y'all. You work hard. You should be able to treat yourself every once in a while, okay? But, you know, sometimes if you're having a hard time and you need to cut back on expenses to where you can have that treat, figure it out, y'all. Do your math, figure it out, come up with ways to help, okay? I am going to finish our supper, and I'm going to go check on him because I do not want him getting hot out there. And we are going to enjoy Father's Day weekend. I hope everyone enjoys their Father's Day weekend. All you dads, y'all are unsung. You're unpraised. I salute you, okay? If anybody has a father or a husband like mine, bless your hearts. Don't take them for granted. Bless your hearts. You've got some good ones, okay? So I hope everybody has a good Father's Day weekend. I hope this catches you up on us. That's pretty much where we're at in our kitchen renovation right now. Is we got our countertops in. At the end of this video, I'm going to put in these 2 clips of our flock of peacocks out here, and you'll see what was on my porch last night. And then my husband, I got a little clip of him working out there. He's still out there. You can probably hear the thing running. I'm going to slide that in here. And then if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put some pictures in here of our countertop. The slab that we chose to finally have our countertops cut, we were shown 7 slabs. And my husband is like, he's not going to just pick one just for the sake of hurrying up and getting it done. He was going to pick exactly what he wanted. He's paying for it. He needs to be able to get the exact one that he wants. So 7 samples, okay? Well, he showed us. And finally, when he found the right one, he said, that's it. That's it. That's the one I want, okay? So I'm going to try to put in some pictures in there if I still have them on my phone. And then a few clips at the end of this video. But y'all have a blessed Father's Day weekend. I hope you like this video. I do want to hear some old stories, y'all. I do want to hear some stories. And I want to hear maybe some more tips and tricks that y'all have, okay, on ways to save money. Y'all check out our blogs. There's tons of information on there. Self-sufficiency, gardening, canning and preserving. Yeah, there's a bunch, okay? I'm going to let y'all go because our supper is about done, and I need to check on him because I know it's hot out there, y'all. It's so muggy. I need to check on him. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. If y'all are new to our channel, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for stumbling on this video and watching it. To our subscribers, thank y'all very much for keeping us up and running, and for commenting. And if you like this channel, go back this video, go back and check all of our other videos. Tons of information. And like and subscribe and share our channel if you want to. But y'all just have a very blessed weekend where I'm going to spoil my husband all weekend to show him my thanks for being the greatest father ever to our boys and the greatest husband ever. So y'all have a very nice Father's Day weekend and spoil those fathers, y'all, and those husbands. Catch y'all. Good morning, Petey. Good morning. Oh, you are so strikingly handsome. Yes, you are. You're so handsome. Yeah. I give him some seeds, some bird seed. The landowners here feed him too, but I kind of give him a little treat every once in a while. He's become my bodyguard and my pet. His name is Petey. And there's a flock of some more of them around here somewhere. I don't see them this morning. They're probably walking the grounds. But this is Petey. I wished he would lift his feathers up, but he only does that when there's girls around because he's trying to impress them. Good job, Petey. He thinks I'm just taking pictures. He doesn't know I'm videoing. I'm giving y'all a little sneak peek. I'm going to get him in some videos one way or another. So you see the looks I'm getting already? He's like, don't do that. I know what's going through his mind. He is responsible for doing the trim work on all of our crown molding, baseboards. Now he knows I'm videoing. Baseboards, entryways, door facings, trim around entryways. Yeah, door facings. Yes, I said all that. Yeah. He is the one doing all the trim work. He wanted to try a way of antiquing, and I'm just going to tell y'all it looks so good. So, And there's our peacocks running around. They're wondering what he's doing. Okay, I'm going to let him get back to his business. But he wanted to bring a lot of his supplies out here so when he gets off work, he can try some things and do this for us. Yeah, he's going to get me later. Okay, y'all, I got to let him go.